I had a proper intro that I'm going to jump into, but I'm jumping in with a preliminary intro because I forgot to change my top from my previous video because I'm taping them on the same day. So we're going to go to past Layla, who's going to talk about the subject matter of this video, and then I'll be back to close it off because I want to use a different top for my cover photo. I mean, I'm a mess, but hopefully what I filmed was good because I thought I liked it. So let's jump into it. Hola amigos y amigas, I am Layla, also known as Ms. Bohemia, and as you can tell, we are here for a roller skate comparison between the Suregrip Boardwalks and the Moxi Lollys. Is there a clear-cut winner? Yes, there is. Where do I begin? I didn't think there would be. I really did not. First of all, if they go out of frame, the table I have is wonky. Things aren't flat. If they were flat, they would be staying right here. So let's get to it. I first ordered the Suregrip Boardwalks. Honestly, I really wanted the Moxis, but I ordered the Suregrips because they were more readily available. I was going to get them right away, and I figured, well, since I'm also going to be ordering the Moxis, this way I'll have something to skate on. And I just thought that they were going to be very similar. I could interchange them and just pretty much go with whatever mood I was in, whichever roller skate I felt like connecting with on any given day that I wanted to skate. Has that turned out to be the case? No, I'm not a beginner skater. I'm not experienced. I was lacking that word, and I saw Estrogen, the founder of Moxi, recently in a video making that distinction that you may have known how to skate your whole life, but perhaps you don't have experience. And there's other people who maybe just learned how to skate and maybe have been skating for a year or two, and given their dedication to it, the hours they put in, etc., have more experience. I've known how to skate since I was a kid, but I don't have that experience of having tricks, having that know-how, having a lot of things under my belt to be 100% a fully confident skater. In that sense, I would be more of a beginner. I'm not new to this. I'm not a beginner, right? And let's place the focus right now on the Suregrips. When I first started skating on the Suregrips, I was a little taken aback by the fact that I fell so much. I didn't understand this. Even in my derby skates, which is the skates I had before I bought either one of these two, I never really fell. They have outdoor wheels, they have no heel. I'm not quite sure what kingpin, what angle plate they have, but I never had really any major issues with them. My balance was fine. I felt confident in the skates. So I thought I was going to do even better with the Suregrips. When you're dealing with a boot with skating, it kind of propels you at a little bit of a more forward-leaning angle, which is supposed to help you with your balance, equilibrium, and all of that. That was not my experience with the Suregrips. I thought too that because they come with outdoor wheels, 65mm 78A durometer wheels, very gummy, just like the Moxis, that I was going to do great outside. That just as is stated in the description of these kind of wheels, you don't feel the cracks and crevices of a sidewalk as much as you would with harder wheels. You can skate really well over them. This was not the case for me. Every time I went outside, I was terrified of street skating, terrified of skating on the sidewalks, because you know how the sidewalks you have, our sidewalks here in San Francisco, are concrete slabs with little ridges and separations between slabs. I felt those in such a pronounced way, and then they're not perfect sidewalks. There's cracks. A lot of them go up, some come down. It's like a major mess. And then when you're dealing with the street and asphalt, it's gritty oftentimes. You get a lot of cracks there, tiny little maybe potholes, debris, every little thing I could feel. And I was just so terrified of falling. The trucks, I thought I had more control because I loosened them, and relative to what this skate offers, they did give me more control. But there's more. Before I can get to the more and offer that comparison, let's talk about the Lollys. Particularly my Lollys, Lola Lolita Lolly. I was terrified actually to go outside and start skating because I thought, oh God, I fall all the time. And so it took me a while to want to go out because I was discouraged by these ones. I live on a slight incline that you could feel in skates. And given that I've always been terrified of street skating, I'm going to insert a clip. It's a very dorky clip, just zigzagging down this hill. And I'm going to do the fast forward version that I posted on Instagram just so that I look cooler. Cue the video and the music. it's my little moment of victory and a high, because that was my first skate. Whereas with this, just to maneuver, I had to do little steps on each turn because the turns weren't easy, and even those trucks being as loose as they are, this floored me. I loosened the trucks on these to be looser than what they came with, thinking that it's comparable to the Suregrips. Holy cow, the control, I mean, in a way, the looser the trucks are, you have kind of less control, but I mean control in the sense that a slight suggestion of the foot and whoa, my body moves in that direction. I was floored. I wasn't falling. Somehow the Lollys really bring me more towards the ball of the foot, the stability that I have when it comes to the front wheel, if that makes sense. Whereas with these, if I felt any motion towards the front wheel, I would fall over. If I felt any motion of my body towards the back wheel, it would make me fall. And I don't know how to explain it. Whereas that's not the case with the Lollys. I'm stable. I'm one with the boots. I'm connected to them. I'm not scared of the street. The second time around, I got so bored on my little hill and zigzagging. I'm like, this isn't all there is to life. I took off. Whereas before, there's a park near my house that's like 3 blocks up and 3 blocks over that I would drive to try to skate with these in the tennis courts. This time with my Lollys, I skated. I skated all the way there, which was a huge victory. And I did part street, part sidewalk. And the sidewalks were no issues. And areas where there were cracks that were too big, whereas with these I could barely lift my leg confidently because I thought I would eat it. Here I do little hops, lift my legs. It's like I'm a different person. I don't suck. Yes, I'm inexperienced, but no, I'm not a beginner. And the Lollys bring that out in me, and they understand me, and they've listened to me, and they know my soul. So why the difference? Honestly, I mean, I don't really know. There is a difference to the structure of the boot. I would say this is a little thicker. I do feel a difference in the toe box. This is a little roomier. This isn't snug in the sense that it's uncomfortable and would make it feel like it's too tight, or what was concerning to me from what I had heard people say when comparing these, saying that this is really roomy and this isn't as roomy. I was concerned that, well, what if after skating for a while my toes feel constricted? And they absolutely do not. These are just boots I had on my feet. My Lollys are extensions of my legs, and they become my feet. They are heaven sent. The only thing I can't do with them is wear skater socks. Skater socks do make them feel too snug, and that's fine because I totally do fine with regular socks. I don't get blisters. They don't bother me. I don't get any chafing. These come with like a little, I would say, spongier insole. These really don't. This feels like a fabric, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. I don't feel like the soles of my feet need protection, like anything is lacking at all. I'm super crazy happy with them just how they are. The Lolly, the tongue is a padded tongue, and that is just perfection. My feet feel so happy and so perfectly cushioned. I don't need any extra cushioning. This is cushioned enough, and it has this gorgeous little design on the inside. This is lined with suede, and the tongue is the exact same thing as you see here. Nothing different. The thing that does bother me about this and not about this is that this, when you lace them up, the tongue comes above the laces, so it's not like it's going under. This doesn't, and so the top lace would always go above, and because I didn't skate so much with them, I didn't experience chafing. If I had skated with them more, I would have. Another thing that I noticed is I thought because the suede on this is quite rigid, I thought it was flexible. It's quite rigid compared to the Moxi. You get more malleability and flexibility in the Moxi boot, and I actually like that. And the quality of the suede is, you can just tell the moment this came out of my box is what I meant. This had such presence, and you can just feel the quality, the superior quality of the suede when compared to the Suregrips. They're absolutely not the same. This is by far superior. I thought that because this is rigid, it was giving me ankle support in that sense. But one thing I noticed immediately upon wearing the Moxis is, yes, they might be more malleable, pliable up here, but right down here, surrounding the entire contour of the foot, there is this sense of just support, and like the boot has got you, and it's holding your foot for dear life, and you're protected in this Moxi universe. it's that big a difference for me. I've been perplexed because I saw this other YouTuber's video comparing them, and she was saying she felt more stable in these, which I absolutely cannot relate to because it has not been the case with me. In another comparison video comparing kingpins, 20 kingpin versus 45 kingpin, kingpin being the degree, the angle of the plate, they say the higher you go, the more unstable you get to become, and they were comparing a 20 degree and a 45 degree plate, so that's quite a bit of difference. The Suregrips are 10 kingpin and the Moxis are 15 kingpin. I really feel that maybe when it comes to the stability, a mixture of the design of the boot, the heel that each boot comes with, whether it might have a little bit of a difference or not, it's noticeable when you wear it, as well as the kingpin, the degree that the plates are angled at. I absolutely have noticed a difference with the stability, but this being 5 degrees more makes me much more stable. So maybe 10 and 15 is that crucial difference of whether you're leaning back a little too much or forward just right. So for me, the degree that the Moxis come in is just right. I don't know how the ABECs come into play here, the ABEC bearing, because the Suregrips are an ABEC 3, their wheels, and the Moxi Lollys are an ABEC 5. With the Suregrips, I felt everything, and I don't understand it. And the Moxi wheels are 65 millimeters, 78A durometer. I don't know if their construction is different, if there's anything internally, anything to do with the edges, because the edges do have a different design to them. And so I know Estrogen, in talking about other wheels, would mention the edges. I don't know how much they come into play with the gummies, but there is a difference. I don't know what the internal structure is, if there is a difference there, but there is a difference in the ABECs. ABEC 5, which is supposed to be smoother, go faster, but for me that has translated also into more speed control somehow with the Moxis. I don't really have that with these. I feel more confident and secure on hills in San Francisco with my Moxis than I do with the Suregrips. All around, and just the control with the trucks, the maneuverability that I get with the Lollys, there is just no contest at all. And so that's one of the reasons I have undressed and taken my Suregrips down to the bare bones. I'm selling them. I don't need 2 skates. I'm not going to be interchanging them. All I want are my Moxis. All I need are my Moxis. Everything about this, even to the last detail, the fact that the cushions in the trucks are orange and so cute, made an impact. So they're all dressed up and looking fancy and ready to party it up with me, because this is it. This is a match made in heaven. Moxi Lollys for the win, hands down. So if you're on the fence, there you have it. And if you get them and you don't like it, that's on you, not on me. I like what I like, and I'm talking for myself. That's it. If you have any comments, any questions, anything you want to say, leave it down below. Say hello. Let me know what skates you skate in. Do you agree? Do you have the Suregrip Boardwalks? Do you like them? Am I missing anything? Also, if you have any further insight as to why I feel such a marked difference between them, do let me know, because this is kind of my guess as to why I feel such a difference. As far as the experience and feeling the difference that I do, that's not up for grabs. It is what it is. It's how I feel. It's what my reality with these skates has been. And that's that. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, or hit the notification bell, whatever you prefer. My algorithm and I will appreciate it. So thank you. Stay tuned for more, and ciao for now. And with that, I'm back to close it off in this top because I'm out.